Hi, and welcome to today's Cash Mob. We are here today at the Light Art Space. We're here with Karen Heimer and with Carmen Ruiz. Sorry. And so tonight we are at the Light Art Space, as I said. So Karen, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. Well, Light Art Space is a series of galleries and also a teaching space. I opened the building, or the gallery in September 1st, 2019, and we've hosted many exhibits during this last 2 years, about 22. And then the summer of 2019, we started doing workshops. So I have a studio space in the back, and I teach workshops, and I bring in other artists to teach workshops, and in normal times. Of course, we're not doing any workshops right now, but I'm very pleased to change out exhibitions, and I also represent 9 different artists. 7 of them are from Silver City, and you're going to be seeing their work tonight. And yeah, we're just thrilled to be in the downtown area. I love Silver City. It's been very welcoming, and we show contemporary art with an emphasis on printmaking and photography, but I do show all different media too. So,
oh, that's great. I didn't know you were also a workshop.
Yes, I'm a dedicated teacher. I taught college photography for 25 years, so it's really my passion. And I love teaching in the workshop format. So part of my goal is to bring people to Silver City to do workshops. We're a great weekend destination. There's lots to do here: hiking, birding, art stuff, great restaurants, and all that. So that's part of what our mission is here at Light Art Space. So.
Oh, that's awesome, Karen.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Sure.
So today's Cash Mob, if this is your first time here at the Cash Mob, this is basically like an online shopping network. So this is your opportunity to kind of see some of the different items in their store and shop at the same time. So on the video, we're going to be talking about items. We'll say like item number 1, this is how much it costs, and then discuss what it is. If you want one of these items, what you need to do is in the comment field, type in the item number that you want and your name. We have these great trackers in the back who will be tracking that, and the first person to say, I want that item, they'll confirm back to you, and they'll let you know that you were the first person to ask for it. And so then what will happen after that is they'll direct you to a form to put your information in it. And we'll make sure that form gets over to Karen so that she can contact you so that you can come and claim your items. Okay. We also in the background have Michael Acosta. He is here with us doing our videography. What a wonderful job that he's been doing today and all these other shows. So we really appreciate you, Michael. Thank you. Okay, should we go ahead and get started with the first item?
Yes, and I wanted to make one other comment that if there's people watching and you decide you'd like to order something and you're out of town, I'm happy to ship items to you. We would just add on the small shipping fee, so that's definitely an option too. So,
oh, that's excellent. So they could just call you up, or when you talk to them and they say, I want it shipped, and you can discuss what the shipping cost would be. Right,
exactly. And I will say that the items that we chose for this Cash Mob, we see them as more gift items. They're a little bit on the lower price range. My gallery carries work up to $3,000, $4,000 items, but we're not showing those here today, and those are harder to ship anyway. But so most of our items are under $55. We do have a couple that are $75, but most of what we're featuring also are original artworks. We have some reproduction cards and prints, but most of these items are one of a kind. And we'll be telling you which ones are what.
So if it's one of a kind, you better hurry up because, again, whoever puts in that comment first,
right,
they get the item. So.
Exactly, yeah. So we'll tell you if we have multiples of things, but for the most part we don't. Okay. So yeah. So
excellent, thank you, Karen. So our first item is the unique handmade cyanotype photographs. We've got a few different to show today, but what is that?
Okay, so, and this is my work, so here's my name, and these are some of my prints. So these are cyanotypes, and cyanotypes are actually a 19th century printing process. It's one of the earliest photographic processes. And to make them, you mix together 2 chemicals. It's potassium ferrocyanide and ferric ammonium citrate. Once you mix those together, you get a light-sensitive solution. So you take that liquid and you coat drawing paper, or you can do fabric or wood or a variety of things. And then you let that dry, dry, and then you can lay either a negative on top, a photographic negative, or like I did, you can lay botanical items, plants on it. So I have this here to kind of show you what I'm talking about. This is an exposure frame with a piece of glass. The paper underneath, in real life, it would have been coated, so you'd see a little color difference, but this is a mock-up. But essentially then I've chosen plants, and I lay them on there and compose them. And then I set this out into the sun to expose. And exposure varies depending on the intensity of the light and the kind of paper you use. Usually it's somewhere around 20 minutes in our part of the country here in New Mexico. And so what happens is that the sun hits the print, and everywhere where there's a solid part of the objects, like the leaves and these buds, the light won't go through that. So it will block the light. And everywhere the light hits, the paper is going to turn blue. So here's where you see the outline of the plant, and the rest of it is the blue. So cyanotypes are a blue and white photographic process.
Oh, okay. That's wonderful.
And
thank you for explaining that to us.
Yeah, and I thought we have these in plastic, and I know it's a little hard to see them. I wanted to just point out that they're all printed on a really nice, high-quality watercolor paper. Has a little bit of texture, but they're really beautiful objects. And in some cases, like this one, you can see the brush strokes of how I coated the paper with it. In some cases, I've cropped that out. And that's just an artistic kind of choice. So,
excellent.
Yeah, so this is number one, and the price on this print is $45. Okay. And again, these are very unique, one-of-a-kind art objects. Number two is the same process, and the price on that one is at
$30.
$30. It's a little bit smaller, and it really has these kind of delicate tones. Again, you can see the brush strokes on the print.
And this one here is about 3 by 7, where this one's about an 8 by 11.
Yes, yeah, that's the sizes of them. So we can swap them out. We'll put number 3 and 4 up. So here's 3 and here's 4. And number 3 is done on a different kind of paper that produced a different color of blue, as you can see. So to me, it has a little bit more of a drawing quality. And this one is also hand colored. So I've done applied color to the surface of the print after the print dried. Okay?
Oh, that's beautiful. And that's number 3. That's $35, and that's 5 by 7.5.
Right.
It is a nice blue. It is a little different than some of the other ones. It's just a little bit, like you said,
yeah,
more hand.
kind of pastel or a little bit different color, sure. And then this one, again, you see the brush strokes. So I've created this sort of oval that I think is kind of expressive and maybe has a little feel of Japanese pen work and that sort of thing. So number 4, and the price on that one is?
That one's $50, and it is a 10 by 11. So very pretty.
Yeah, so.
Great artist, Karen.
Oh, thank you. These are a lot of fun to do, and this is one technique I do teach. So I will be teaching workshops in cyanotype in the future. So,
oh, perfect.
And we have one more here, and this one is a real different format. And again, on a different color paper, or a different type of paper. It is a warm tone paper, so it's not a bright white, and it gives you the muted blue tones here as well. So.
Oh, it's beautiful. It kind of looks like, you can really see the plant like in the background of that.
Kind of the texture of it and all of that.
And that's item number 5. It's $40. Again, these are all one of a kind. So if you're looking to purchase one of these, you want to make sure to put there in the comment field, because tomorrow it might not be here.
So, yeah, so we'll swap these out. And okay.
So we've got something a little bit different here in your artwork.
Yes. So this is a different photographic process again, but different. And most of these coming up, I have them already matted, so they're ready to go in a frame. This is the one exception that's not matted. And these are called Lumen Prints. Now they're actually pigment prints from a lumen image. And what a lumen print is you start with black and white photo paper, like you would normally make a black and white darkroom print. But instead, I lay the plant on it, just like I did with a cyanotype, put it under glass, put it out in the sun, and an amazing thing happens with the black and white paper. It turns colors. Now, it's not supposed to do that. So, so is that better? So you can see these kinds of colors were not part of what the plant was, but this sort of alchemy happens, and it's an interaction between moisture from the live plant, or recently picked plant, and the sun, which generates heat and moisture under the glass. And so you get these crazy kind of colors and subtle shifts in the image. And so this is number 6, Lumen
Item
Print.
number 6, yeah, that's $40. It's a 6x9.
Yeah, and these are all, you know, original prints also. And then, whoops, I should leave that down there, sorry. Number 7
is $45, and it's an 11x14.
So this, you notice the real difference in colors. That's because I used different photo paper initially. This was a different warmer tone paper that produced these beautiful pinks and purples. The items on here, those were actually Texas Ranger flowers, which are a purple, but they're not quite that purple, you know, and that's just what happens. So
because of the paper and the way it reacts with the sun.
Exactly. So yeah, it's just
that's
this
so
kind of
interesting.
It's a really fun process. Again, it's another technique I do teach, and it's a lot of fun. It's very playful and that sort of thing. So yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Okay, we'll change these out.
8.
9. And so 2 more Lumen prints. Again, on this one, you can see this crazy kind of magenta red color had nothing to do with the actual plant. It is just the chemical reaction that happens on the paper. And
that's beautiful. And item number 8 is $45. It's an 11x14. This item number 9 is also 11x14 for $45, but it's a different print. So
yeah, so this is a horizontal, and I don't know if you can see a close-up on it. You'll see there's some real subtlety here of the moisture that happens. It gives a fluid feel to it, and yeah, this is one of my favorite ones, and I actually have made a silk scarf out of that, and I'm going to make more of those in the future, so I might have them for sale here at the gallery, but not right now. But I love the whimsical quality of that one, the thin flower stalks and all of that.
What type of flower is that? That's so pretty.
You know, it's some kind of a poppy. I think that might be an Arizona poppy, which are bright orange, so you can see you don't get the color of, you know, because you're not taking a picture of it. This is what's happening, just alchemy on the paper. So
that's such an interesting process.
Yeah, it's really kind of a lot of fun.
Item number 8 or item number 9, $45. Make sure you're putting in the comment field which one that you want, and your name, and our trackers will help guide you to the right form to fill out.
And these are ready to go right into frames. They're ready to be put there. And so our last print from the Lumen is this one, which, I mean, personally, I love these colors. I'm sort of wearing these colors. And I think it just, again, the pink with the, that kind of deep green sort of color is just kind of magical what happens. So,
yeah, it's a really beautiful contrast of those colors.
Yeah.
And that's item number 10. Again, 11x14 and $45.
Yeah.
And that would just be a great piece in anybody's home.
Well, I'm a little biased, but I think so. Okay, so now we will.
And today's Cash Mob is being brought to you by the Silver City Main Street project. Our goal is economic development for our downtown area. Now more than ever, it's super important to be shopping local. Helping out our community, which helps all of us out in the long run.
All right, we're going to see if these guys will stay on there. So, well, they might not. Here, we can tuck them in, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a little too much angle, I think, for them. There we go.
Oh, let's hold that.
Okay. So this is artwork by Valerie Galloway. She's a Tucson artist, and she is a photographic artist that also does a lot of hand painting on her work. And I just love this jewelry. In fact, I'm wearing one of her pieces myself that I purchased of a saguaro. The first one we have number here is 11, and this is $40. This is a bookmark, and it's a picture of the Eiffel Tower. And so that's an actual photograph that she places inside of this setting. And I love the sort of feel of nostalgia and history, and a lot of her work kind of has that, that type of feel to it.
And it's a very classic kind of bookmark, just kind of elegant.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I guess it's sort of a bronzy color.
And that'd make a great stocking stuffer.
Yes, it would.
I always like to put books in stockings. You know, that's what I always got as a kid. Was
Really?
My stocking was a book. You know, and just encouraged me to read.
There you go.
And then just a beautiful, you know, bookmark to go with it.
Yeah.
Great.
And so this is number 12, and this is priced at $45. So this is a full-size necklace. And again, it is the Eiffel Tower. Valerie loves Paris. That's one of her favorite places to paint and photograph. And so again, it's a photographic image inset into this lovely square setting. So, yeah.
And are the chains pretty similar?
They are. This one has a little bit different color, but most of them are this sort of a coppery color. You could always replace it with something else if you prefer. You know, they have a kind of masculine feel to them, I think, because of the size. This one does, which makes it a very unisex kind of piece for men or women. There we go. And then, so this item is number 13, and this is priced at $45. This is one of her trademark Saguaro Cactus images. She does live in the Sonoran Desert in Tucson, where the saguaros are. And you can see the fun, whimsical quality where she paints the background. So again, that's an original darkroom image she made very small and then hand painted it and then inserted into the setting. So it's not only a lovely piece of jewelry, but it is a piece of art, you know.
Absolutely. That has to take a lot of work and little detail and little space to do that in.
Yes, yes. We have more images of hers in the gallery that are paintings, watercolor paintings that are really fun and whimsical as well. But I just love her jewelry. That guy's going to fall down. And this is number 14, and it's also priced at $45. So a little more subtle coloring there, just this sort of morning glow, you know, the pink glow of sunrise or sunset with the classic saguaro. So, yeah.
And this one doesn't have the arms, but this one is like the older, more mature saguaro where it has many arms.
Exactly, and there are a couple other saguaros in the background there, I believe, too. But yeah.
Oh, those are absolutely beautiful, and that's by Valerie Galloway.
Yes.
And she does a lot of other artwork as well.
Yes, yes, she does.
Yeah, definitely you should come on in. You're only getting a sample of 50 items today, so there's so much more to see in here, as well as classes that hopefully will be resuming soon.
Yes, hopefully. Hopefully by the spring, that's the idea. And we are going to be open this weekend, and maybe you want to show the hours for the rest of the year. These are the hours at Light Art Space. All right. Okay, great. Okay.
And you can also reach out to Karen by karen@lightspace.com.
Yeah. And the website, lightartspace.com, has the new hours posted on the homepage also.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have work by Sonoran Witch Boy, also known as Trevor Mock, and he's an artist from Tucson also. He's actually a dear friend of mine. I've known him since he was about 3. He's a young artist, and he does these wonderful images. These are 2 cards by him, so number 16 and 17. And the originals from these are, his paintings are done, they're reverse paintings on glass. And so Trevor studied botany, and so on these, he has the scientific name of the cactus that's pictured and also the common name.
Oh, wow, so it's a learning tool too.
Yeah, so these are note cards with an envelope, and these are priced at $5 each. So we have 17, and this, so I didn't put my glasses on, but I can't read them. I have my glasses on. They're readable. It's just not with my eyes.
See.
But
it's the whortleberry cactus. I'm not going to try to pronounce the...
we'll go with the common names.
Yeah, we're going to go with the common name on that, but that's item number 17.
Yes.
And then item 16 is, of course, the prickly pear. Oh, a violet prickly pear.
Yeah, I love those purple prickly pears. And then also by Sonoran Witch Boy is this tote bag, which is one of his featured drawings. This is a saguaro cactus. This is number 15. And we do have, I believe, maybe 3 copies of, or 3 not copies, but 3 items, 3 bags available. So, more than one person could purchase this item, but it's a very nice tote, natural like muslin, good size, and with just a lovely, simple black and white design on there that I think is very attractive.
It is very attractive, and item number 15 is $15, and as Karen said, there's 3 of them available. So if 3 people want to put in the comment that they want it, they can. The 4th person, out of luck. Sorry, so be quick.
Okay. All right. So we will move on, and let's see.
We've got a few more things of his.
That's right. Sorry. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. That's right. Okay. So we'll put numbers 18 and 19 up here, and these are reproductions of his original paintings, because, as I said, the original paintings are on glass. He does them in sometimes in old window frames and things like that, but they translate beautiful. And if the close-up shows, there is a luminosity to these images because they were painted on glass. And this is Lady's Slipper, which I love. Number 18.
When I was reading the description, I'm like, Lady's Slipper. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I've never seen that plant
It's
before.
a wonderful cactus that grows in Tucson area, the Sonoran Desert. So these are prints. So this is not a card. This is a print that you can put up on the wall just as it is, or you could mat and frame it. And the size on this one, does it have the size?
It's a 10 by 6. It's item number 18, and it's $17.
Right. And then item number 19 is our classic saguaro. I'm from Tucson originally, so this is, very dear to my heart. And this is what we call a crested saguaro. So you notice the top is not like a normal saguaro. And they're pretty rare to see out in the desert, but they're just so wonderful the way they grow like that, and it's very, very unique. So again, this is another print that can go on the wall.
And that's item number 19. It's an 8 by 10, and it's $17 as well.
Okay.
Do love the uniqueness of the crested saguaro.
Oh yeah, and I love Trevor's sense of color. You'll notice the diversity here of what he's doing. So here we have the giant Dagger Cactus, and then this one is the Cholla chain fruit, and that is how they grow. He's just a fantastic illustrator, and he really knows the plants, and I think his sense of color is very unique.
And item number 20 is an 8 by 10. It's $17. It's the giant dagger print. Item number 21, the chain fruit Cholla print, is also an 8 by 10 at $17. And I've never seen this kind of Cholla before. I'm actually from Phoenix, so I'm very familiar with some of these cacti.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've seen that. We usually see the jumping cactus.
The jumping cactus and the staghorn. And yeah, it's another one of the Chollas.
And the fruit just grows down.
Yeah, just they kind of hang and then they flower. And yeah, so
that's
very beautiful.
So item numbers 20 and 21, they're $17 each, both 8 by 10s.
Okay. And then we have item number 22, which is a,
Cow's tongue prickly pear.
You think I'd recognize it? Yes. And then this is a saguaro baby, a baby saguaro cactus with the roots showing.
Yeah, I love the roots showing there underneath it.
Yeah, beautiful. And just the way he illustrates the flowers with all the little petals. And, they're stylized illustrations, and they're very bold and beautiful. And I think they look lovely on the wall. So these are 8 by 10s also.
And $17
$17
as well,
each.
yep.
So, it's a great inexpensive kind of present to give to somebody. And like I said, they can be put up just as they are, or you could mat and frame them, or just put them right into an 8 by 10 frame. That's very easy. So.
Yeah, and these are great too for out-of-staters because, these aren't the type of things that, plants that you're going to see if you're like from back
Boston
east
or wherever.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And some of these, like the saguaros, only grow in a very small section of the Sonoran Desert. So
this is very true, very true. And so this is the number 24. So this is a San Pedro cactus. I don't know if that actually grows in the Sonoran Desert or if that's maybe a Mojave Desert one or on down into southern Mexico or down south into Mexico. But lovely illustration. His work is so playful. I think it's just fun, and joyful, and it reflects who he is as a person too, I will say. So,
And that's also an 8x10 at $17. It's item number 24. And then, you know, come on in because there's probably some other examples of Sonoran Witch Boys artwork that's not being displayed here today.
Yes. In most cases, I have only one copy of each of these, but I do have some other renderings by him of different cactus. So, yeah, we have a variety of things by him. So, yeah. All right. Now, I think that ends this section. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So now we're going to switch out, and Carmen is going to come on.
Okay. And as we just kind of switch out with the mics as well.
Oh, right.
Just go ahead and put this up here again, the lightartspace. Their website is lightartspace.com. Normally open Thursday through Saturday at 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. But again, make sure that you're looking on their website for their hours for the rest of the year. And this cash mob is being brought to you by the Silver City Main Street Project. Again, it's so important that we're shopping local and helping our communities and just coming together as a community to work together. So Carmen, tell me a little bit about your work.
Yes, hi, my name is Carmen Ruiz, and I am a local artist here in Silver City. I live downtown in my studio, and I'm represented by this beautiful Light Art Space gallery. And I sometimes help Karen too in the gallery, so I'm around. And I am mainly a photographer, printmaker. So what I'm going to show you today is a variety of little items that I make that have to do with both of my favorite things. And also I can draw too, which I love to draw. I like to illustrate. So we'll be seeing that. And I want to start with my cards, which are, I'll show them to you, items 25, 26, and 27. They are 8.5 by 10, I think. Or by 4 by 8.5, I'm sorry.
And they're all $10 each?
$10 each with a very nice envelope, sort of an organic paper envelope. And what it is a, of course, a digital print of one of my actual wood block prints, which also have a photograph that's hand printed on it. And I have here some samples of the wood blocks that I use. I like to use balsa wood and with a brayer, with a roller, and making terms of brayer. I ink it and I use it to print with. For example, this one is this one. But of course, this is a small format. So my prints are pretty much, I'd say 10 by 8 or 12 by 6, or something like that. But anyway, and then I use a real photograph of a building around town, an iconic building, in this case, the Buffalo Bar, and I hand print it onto my original print. So after I do a print, I photograph it, put it in my computer, and digitally make my cards. So this is the card. And this one is called the Buff number 2, and it's number 27. Tonight. And of course,
that's such a unique way to do that.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I enjoy printmaking so much, and this is a nice way to print with wood. It's light, you know, it's easy to carve. I can cut out the little windows, and then I make my own little wood blocks with, or printing blocks with string and cardboard. I tape the string, you know, and I make little lines like here, for example, for the sky. You know, so it's all made up, but it turns out nice. And I have a little ladder that's made on what we call easy cut. It's a synthetic rubber material that's really nice to carve, and I can carve it with a tool, you know, and make my little ladder, and that makes that nice marking there.
Oh, that is so unique way to do that.
Yeah, I enjoy it. So anyway, so that's numbers 25. Is the Silco Theater, actually. It's a photograph of our local theater, which I love the image of. And then number 26 is the Buff 1, and number 27 is the Buff 2. So they are the same style, but a bit different images.
And do you have multiple of these, or are these?
We have multiple of
Multiples,
these.
okay.
Yes. Not very many, but yes, we have some.
So
I'm not sure how many.
25, 26, and 27. They're all $10 each. So go ahead, maybe you like, the Silco, or maybe you really want the Buffalo Bar. So those are the main differences between the different cards. So be putting in that comment field, what item that you're looking for, along with your name, and our wonderful trackers will get back with you to confirm that you've gotten that item.
Okay, so we will move on to the next item, which is
Our next item is
Yeah,
number
sorry.
28. It's $25, and these are items that you've done as well.
yes, this is, as I said, I'm a photographer, and I enjoy manipulating my photographs. I always like to do something to my photos. I don't like to just take a photo and leave it, I want to do something to it, so it makes it more of an art piece, and then it's very unique to me, to my vision. So in this book, I used 2 images. This is a composite of 2 images that first they're manipulated separately. The bottom is a scene of a large city. I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina, so when I go visit, I enjoy the tall buildings, that feeling of a large city with, incredibly
buzzing
big, buzzing and large, big buildings. So I photographed the background of my hometown, and then when I come to Silver City, I work in gardens, so I look at flowers. So I added a flower to the cement and glass and harsh background to soften it. And that's what this book is about. It's about my 2 worlds, basically. The background of the city and the soft flower in the front. So they're manipulated photographs, yeah.
So this is like a book of just some different buildings and
Just backgrounds of buildings
And
in black and
flowers.
white and color flowers and vice versa. Like in this section here, they're color background of black and white flower, and this is the opposite. The background is black and white and the flower is color. So, and it goes on like that. It's just my, my vision of a composite of my 2 worlds, basically.
there's so many different styles of artwork that you do and the other artists do. That this is great to give to like somebody who is an aspiring artist to see really all the different things that they can do with art.
Yes, as artists, or I should speak for myself, as an artist, I have to do what I can to continue being an artist. So if I have to change from photography to printmaking, okay, I'll do that. If I have to do, a little sculpture with clay, okay, I'll do that. Whatever I feel like doing that I think maybe someone possibly will like, to take home with them, I do it. And it's very satisfying, actually, to switch mediums like that,
That's beautiful. And that's item number 28. Is $25. It's the Urban Flower Photographer book. There's only 2 of them available. So if you're wanting one of those items, make sure that you are putting that into the comment book. Okay.
Okay, should we go to the next item?
Yeah, the item number
Okay.
29. So we have 4 variations of Silkscreen fish prints. They're $22 each. And what is a silkscreen fish print? Like what does,
Okay, well,
what
let
are
me
you doing there?
explain, because as a printmaker, I also do fish printing. Fish printing is an ancient Japanese technique called gyotaku, actually, in Japanese. And what it is a print or an impression of a real fish. So I do that. I put real fish impressions onto cotton items that are practical, like T-shirts, and I sew tablecloths, and I do pillowcases and shower curtains, whatever, And so I do that, and I sell them at the little art market downtown, And sometimes my friend buy them too. So anyway, but for a change, I thought I would photograph one of those fish prints that I put on a T-shirt, and then make a silk screen with it. So that's what I did. This is the photograph of a real fish print from a real fish, And then I cut a silkscreen with it. And then I decided I would use this really beautiful, heavy-duty paper. Here is art paper, but it's heavyweight, and fish print with it. But fish print with the silkscreen.
Oh, I see.
Like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
very
each one is
interesting.
unique, really, because the ink varies. You know, I have to put the ink on it, and it gives me a print, and then that's gone. I have to wash the screen, and again, do another one in red, for example. You know, so each one is a unique print, but it's made with this pattern, you know, with this screen.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I carved years ago, I carved these two words in Japanese, gyo-taku, or fish impression, which is what it's called in Japan. And I use it on the cloth items that I do, on t-shirts, on everything. I put that, that's called like my chop, as a printmaker, that's my chop. And so I put them on these. And my suggestion for these, if anybody would like to have one at home, is to put a little clip like that and just hang it. Because it has nice weight to it. It's thick enough. Doesn't have to be framed necessarily. It can hang like this by itself. I think it's good. And I put little things on them. I say things like something fishy on this one, and I say guts and gills on this one. And what else do I say? And I say it's a fish tail on this one, just for fun. Little science. So these are my little fish prints.
The yellow one is something fishy.
And the yellow is something fishy again, yes.
So if you're looking for one of these items, they're $22 each. Type in item number 29 and go ahead and pick out the color. There's purple, green, red, or yellow. Again, the guts and gills fish print is purple. Something fishy fish print is red. A fish tail print is green. And something fishy print is yellow.
Okay.
So much fun.
Are we fished out?
I think we are fished out.
Okay, we'll take these away. We'll swim away with these. And we'll come back with something else. Oh, yeah. Okay. Perfect. All righty. Now, as I say, I also love to draw, and I like to illustrate. I like to illustrate for children, mainly, because they're so easy on us. And they like everything, basically. So anyway, so I did a book called, I titled it Find and Tango. I wrote it, and I illustrated it, and I also made it, to which I treat it like a piece of art because I put it together myself. So I actually editioned it, and I have them like, I do editions of 12, and this is the third edition. And for example, 3 of 12, 4 of 12, 5 of 12. So I have, we have 9 available of these.
And it's intended for a very young audience of early readers, ages 5 to 7. And it's in English, Spanish, and French.
Well, let me explain. It's really short amount of text in it. Is image driven. So actually, it's for very young children. It can be read to very little kids, like from birth to 7 years old, and then they start learning vocabulary. And also in this particular story, they will learn a little bit of French and a little bit of Spanish because the character flies around the world. And she, the cat, Cha-Cha the cat, flies to France. And she flies to all over the world, so there are different landscapes, and she flies to the jungles of Mexico. So the kids use a couple of little words here and there of those two languages, French and Spanish, so besides the English that they will learn, And the story is full of adventure and travel and surprises and valuable lessons too, unconditional love, and most of all, it's a lot of fun. So it's a really sweet story, and
Great
like I said,
stocking stuffer, to
it
get your
is.
kids reading and doing something, learning to read and the different languages. That's great, because their minds are so.
Oh yeah, and they're little
sponges.
Yes. So
Yeah.
they will learn it, and the vocabulary is good. They will learn good words. So anyway, so that's my little book. It's called Find and Tango.
And that's item number 30, and that's $22.
Yes.
There's 9 copies available. Again, first come, first serve, but put those into your comment fields.
Okay, and out of that came these cards. I made little cards, like just blank cards, greeting cards that are scenes of the book. So I have 4 packets that I was able to put together with the amounts of cards that I had. And they're all different scenes, including this one of the Café de Paris. She's having a croissant in Paris. And they all say what they are on the back. This one, Chacha, has a delicious croissant at a café in Paris. And this one, for example, is Flying with the White Birds. This one is over Mexico, the jungles of Mexico. The Eiffel Tower, of course, she flies around the Eiffel Tower. And here we find her talking to the cows on a field. So.
Those note cards that are a set of 5 are $22 each. There's 4 sets available. If you're not sure, you're like, I really want one of these, go ahead and put in item number 31. And then when you guys go to contact them, can discuss the different scenes, maybe a little bit more in detail.
Exactly. Well, we have the same scenes in each package. I just put
they're the same scenes in each packet.
Same scenes in each packet,
Oh, I
5
see.
different scenes. I just put a different one in front to show you the scenes in all of them. So you will get this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one in each package.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay?
I see.
Yeah.
So that's great. So yeah, there's 4 of those available. 5 sets or 5
no,
cards
actually,
in
four,
each.
4 sets is all I had for, but 5 cards,
5 cards
in
in
each
each.
of all these images. And we have some single ones of Café de Paris, and they're $6
And they're
each.
$6. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much, Carmen.
Yes, let's see what else we have. I think we have a couple more things here. Do we have more? Okay, now it's Joel. Okay. We'll switch to Joel. We'll have now Joel Armstrong's work, who is the one with a little teeth. Yeah. Okay. Joel is a multi-talented artist, and like myself, he does a lot of things. He paints, he draws, he makes these beautiful wire hanging sculptures. He calls them satellites. Mm-hmm. And we have them all numbered.
And they're all
colors.
$45 each, so just make sure to put in the number that you want based upon the one that you like.
Let's see if you can help me, Brenda. Yeah, let's hold a couple of them together because they look really nice hanging. Although I'm going to show you that also they look good with a little tea light in them on a table. Let's see, maybe this one will do it. Like this, for example, without the string, of course. A little tea light inside it would light it up. These are made out of wire and beautiful rice papers and very many different colors, very beautiful colors, intense colors for the rice paper, I'd say. It's hard to find these really bright, vibrant colors in rice paper, but he does. He finds them, and he uses them beautifully. So this is what we call satellites, and they're all different colors and different numbers. This one, 35, is in blues and purple with some green beads. Mm-hmm. This one, number 36, is in purple and pink and orange with a couple of beads also.
I've got 34 over here
34, mm-hmm.
with
orange.
Orange, green, and the beige. And then this one I think is really
That's
cool,
32.
the 32.
That's very pretty. I love that combination of lime green and turquoise with the dark blue. Mm-hmm. That's very beautiful. And the rice paper is special because it's spotted. It's very nice. And this one too, spotted.
And then the one on the table is item number 33. That one is green, pink, and red. Okay. All of these items are $45. So just put in the item number based upon the color scheme that you like best. These are so beautiful.
They're so nice. They look great hanging, especially 2 or 3 of them together, you know.
Yeah, you can add them together and buy multiple of them.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, we're going to move Joel's satellites aside.
Okay.
And then we have his jewelry. As I said, Joe loves to draw, and he draws with color pencil over black paper, black drawing paper that's very textured. So he comes up with these beautiful images that are colorful, but you can see through to the paper, so they have texture, you know. And then he puts those images, of course, reduces them, and these are copies, obviously, but he puts them into jewelry settings, like these hanging pendants.
Yep.
Yes.
And it looks like a really nice necklace chain that he has them on with the really easy clasp. I love that the clasp is adjustable for size.
Exactly.
So that, you know,
And
you
it's
can
a-
make it a little lower, a
yeah.
little higher, depending upon the, you know.
It's a leathery kind of chain. So each image, we have two sets here. We have 38A and 38B, and they are from his rust paintings, which are a little different from his drawings, but they're also beautiful images. And what he does is he uses rust to paint with, along with paint, with oil paints. So that's 38A is a rust painting, and it's $45. 38B is a rust painting.
And each one of them is $35.
45, I think, isn't it? Or 35?
35.
35. Oh my gosh, yes.
And
Okay.
also here into 39, they're also $35. So any of these necklaces you could take home for a really great price.
Yes. So let me talk about these a little bit. This image is of stones, river stones.
And that's number 39A.
A. This image is a hibiscus flower.
Oh,
Gorgeous.
it's really pretty.
Very pretty.
39B for that one.
This one is of seed pods from a cactus.
Oh, that's so neat. 39C.
And
C
here's
for sea pods.
C for seed pods.
It's not the right letter actually,
No,
but
that's
you know,
okay.
it sounds like it.
Phonetically speaking,
Yep.
we're okay. Yeah. So anyway, so 39D is also another different expression of seed pods. Different colors, but it's also seed pods from the same cactus. These are prickly pears, which I love. I just love this one. It's, I think, one of my favorites. With the green and the purple, I think it's a beautiful combination of colors.
You can't find two better colors in my book.
Yeah,
And
right?
They go together greatly.
Yeah,
So.
right? This one is E, okay? 39E, my favorite. And here is one of leaves, of agave leaves, which is also very pretty, and greens and blues and just beautiful edges and sharp edges. And he's so good. He's just an excellent artist.
So let's just leave these up here for a moment so that you can have some time to look at them. Again, 38A or 38B, 39A, B, C, D, E, and F. They're all $35 each. So just when you're putting into the comment field, you know, just type in the number with the letter, the corresponding letter, and our trackers will let you know if you get it. And then they'll have you go to the form to fill out so that Karen and team can contact you to come pick them up. And she is, again, doing shipping. So when you talk to her, if you're out of state, you could then, she'll work with you on what the shipping costs would be.
So I wanted to mention that Joel Armstrong is represented by lightartspace Gallery. So his work, all of his other work, is here too at this gallery. So please come by and look anytime, because this work is really, really fantastic. Not only his drawings, but his paintings, everything he does, just beautifully done. He does all kinds of things. So anyway, Joel Armstrong, represented by Light Art Space in Silver City, New Mexico. All right. Oh, we still have some more from him, right? More? Yes. We have a little more to show you. Should I leave these here? Because they're kind of related. But
Okay, yeah,
okay. He uses these same images and he puts them on pillows. So here we have the hibiscus flower that we see in the pendant is also in a pillow, which I think makes a beautiful image. And you can see in this, because it's larger, how the pencil lets the background paper come through. You know, all that texture, all those little marks there, the darker marks, that's the paper that he uses, you know, the black paper.
And that specific one, the hibiscus, is item number 44. All of the pillows that you're going to see here are $55 each, or you could do 2 for $100. So if you wanted to, you know, get a couple different ones for your couch, then we could do that.
Okay, this one was 44, and we don't have them in order by number, but anyway, here's the stones, the river stones, and that's number 42. It's also $55. Let's see, maybe we can take this now.
Yeah.
And,
So we have 42 is the stones, if you're interested in that one, or 44
hibiscus.
of the hibiscus flower.
43 is the seed pods from the cactus.
You can see how you could really mix and match these together.
You certainly can. And also we have some samples of the rust paintings, which were a little difficult to see in the small format of the pendant, but here you get a really good idea of what they are, using rust and paint. And these are 40 and 41.
You probably just don't want one pillow on yours.
I agree.
Oh,
You have
and
to
they are
have more than one.
washable. There's
They
a zipper
Yes,
right here. So you can take them out and give them a wash,
right here, yes.
which is always nice to be able to do. Where'd the number go? I lost it.
Right
Oh,
here
there.
is the, yeah. Oh, the number, that's
Oh, there it
40.
is, 41.
41, yeah, 40 and 41. Then we have, let's show them again, 43 for the seed pods. Remember this,
42.
42 for the rocks, and 44 for the hibiscus flower.
And I'd probably like get these two together because
Yeah,
they're more
would you?
matching.
I
And
don't
then I
know.
would probably get all three of these because they would go together really well.
I don't know, I think they mix well no matter what. You know, like these colors go well with the rust too.
Yeah, that blue one
Yeah,
does for sure.
Anyway, I want them all.
They're all beautiful. So again, they're
I'll just take 'em
washable
all.
pillows. They have got the zipper on them. They're $55 each, or if you wanted to get 2 of them, you could get them for $100 and
That's
save
right.
$10.
That's it. That's Joel's deal. Yes. Do we have anything else from Joel? No. Okay. We're going to switch now to our next artist. And we're going to take this down and show you Mimi Calise Peterson. She is also represented by lightartspace. She is a painter. She uses oils and she layers her work. She makes it in layers. I'll show you now. She's also a bookmaker. So what we have from her to offer today is these beautiful small books. I'll take them out, but we keep the number because we need to make sure we get the right number for the right book.
And are these blank books so you could like write
Yes, I
poetry
will
or
show you
sketch?
exactly what they are. I will show you one. They're so pretty. I would even frame one of these. That's the painting. It's an actual painting on a piece of probably mat board or thick paper. I say it's a heavy-duty paper, art paper. She paints them, and then she assembles them with beautiful papers on the inside cover. This one is upside down. She signed it there, so we're going to look at it this way. And then she uses this very nice paper inside for your notes or whatever, drawings, notes, words, whatever. Anyway, so that's one of them.
Either way, yeah.
This is number 47 with the purple and orange. Beautiful abstract. Then she puts a really nice finish on them, so they're sturdy. They will last a long time. You could probably put this in your purse and carry it around for writing when you're out there at the cafe, sitting at a table outside, right?
Absolutely, and they're $20 each, so they're very reasonably priced for such great quality
for
book.
an art piece. These are really art pieces. They're truly beautiful. And Mimi does large paintings, which we have here at the gallery. Please come by because they're really worth seeing. They're beautiful. She paints on canvas and also on paper. And she draws, obviously. And she uses different materials for her and on her painting. She does pencil sometimes, and charcoal, and pastels, along with the oil paint. And she comes up with these beautiful images. Let me open another one because they're really worth seeing. Here's another one.
That one's number 46.
And this one is number 45, which I love the combination of the pink and the green with a little bit of turquoise there. I think this is a beautiful painting in itself.
Absolutely, and yeah, I could just see it in your, carrying it around,
Yeah,
because you never know when the inspiration is going to hit you.
That's
to like,
it.
I want to go write a poem or draw a little
Yeah.
sketch
Whatever
of the
catches
bird
you.
that
Yes.
is right there in front of me while
That's
I'm
it,
out and
that's it.
about.
And it's easy to carry, it's beautiful to carry because it is so pretty to look at and to feel, it's beautiful. And like I said, the inside is nice too. She uses beautiful paper in the inside covers. Let's look at that one. That's rice paper, I think. Yeah, that's beautiful rice paper there. And these are, I believe she makes these papers too, doesn't she?
Probably.
Yeah, I think she might be also make these papers.
So they're
Anyway.
$20 each. We have the pink and the green is number
Number
45. We have this light pink with the black is item number 46. And then the purple and orange is item number 47.
They're $20 each. What a steal.
That is a steal because it's a
Yes.
piece of, and it's functionable art.
Exactly. Exactly. it
You're
is.
using it for something to
But
create
they're
more
very,
art.
They're very artistic, though. They're so beautiful. I just love the textures. You can feel it. She leaves globs of paint on there. It's just so nice. Okay, that's good. That was
Absolutely
Mimi
beautiful.
Calise Peterson, and she's here at lightartspace. Oh, 46. Let's not lose the numbers.
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Okay, next
So
we
we're going
have...
to move on to a different artist, is that correct?
Yes. We're going to move on to Art Peterson. Actually, he and Mimi are husband and wife, and they're both artists, and they're both represented by this gallery. And Art does all of the wood items that you see around in this gallery, all the tables, the mirror frame, anything that's wood, he does. And in this case, we have two small items to show. And they come together really, but they can be sold separately. I don't know if it's too tall for the camera. Michael, can I put it up here and still be seen? No. Yes? Yes? Okay. We're good then. Okay, I can put it up there. There we go. Okay, the stand is a rustic stand made of an oak branch, which is this, and pine, which is obviously the top. So that's what he used, and it's $75. And then the little sculpture on top, which is separate, but actually it looks so good together because it's kind of the same woods, is made out of oak root, again, and a juniper branch. Instead of oak, he used juniper here. And this
So
little
pretty.
guy is so cute, right? He is called a rare duckbill rudagaroon. Whatever that is. I have no idea.
I'm not
It's
sure what that is, but
a specimen that we don't know about, but here we are. There it is.
you can see the
rudagaroon.
duckbill right into here with the wood.
He is so darling. The eyes are very special. The little legs. I mean, he just knows how to adapt that branch the way it comes, naturally, to a beautiful figure here.
And this one's, the duckbill's 48 and the table's 49. They're both,
No. Wait.
right?
Oh yeah, numbers.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
It's number
49. Number 49 for the stand. Yes.
And 48 for the duckbill, but they're
Correct.
both $75, or if you get both of them.
$75 each. Or $125 for both.
So if you were interested in both of them, you could save yourself a little
What
bit
a
of money.
deal. Yes, I think it's great. They go well together. And they're just
Absolutely.
lovely. Yeah. All natural. He just looks at what the wood is saying, and then he adapts it to whatever he wants to do with it. It's very natural, very beautiful and organic. You know, his work is very organic. And he's darling. This, let me see what it is again. It is a rare duck-billed rudagaroon. I like to say it, now I'm going to say rudagaroon.
It's one of those fun words, right?
Yes, it is. Made up for sure, right? Extinct, probably. You know? It's our only specimen. Okay.
So if you're interested, the top 148, bottom one's number 49. There's $75 each, or if you're interested in both of them, we could do that for $125.
Okay, should we admire it for a minute?
Absolutely. And thank you everyone for being here today. We're not finished yet, so we're not closing up. But I just wanted to thank everyone for coming to our cash mobs and supporting our local artists, our local businesses, all the different, you know, places that we've gotten to come and do these cash mobs. They've been a lot of fun. And Michael Acosta has just done an amazing job with this videography and sound. Like, you know, we've got our masks on, but you can hear us perfectly. His setup has been just amazing. And would also like to thank all of our trackers who have volunteered to help with these projects. You know, without our volunteers, you know, it just wouldn't be able to be done. So thank you.
Okay, are we good?
Yep.
All righty then, let's take this.
And again, this is the light art space that we're at today, here over at 209 West Broadway. 520-240-7075 is the phone number. You can go to lightartspace.com for their website, which will show the hours that are be for the rest of the year. But normally open Thursday through Saturday, 11 to 5. But go on that website to make sure that you're getting those times, because we do have the holidays upon us, so there'll be some differences.
Okay, great.
Hi,
Right.
Karen. Welcome back.
I'm back. I'm Karen Heimer, and this is my gallery. And so we're going to continue and show you the work of Gene Starboninski. Eugene is a photographer from the Tucson area, and I do represent his work here. And like me, he likes to do a lot of the alternative handmade photographic processes. And right now he's doing a lot of tintypes, which I don't have today. But what I do have are some of his cyanotypes. And I'm going to take these out of the sleeves to show you. So if you were watching earlier, you heard me talk about cyanotypes, that it's a process that you coat paper, drawing paper, with a light-sensitive photographic solution, and then you can lay plants on it, or you can make large negatives, which is what Eugene does. So he photographs with a digital camera, and then he makes a large negative that is the exact size of this print, lays it on the coated paper, and exposes it to UV light. So this is just, let's see, this is number 50. And
it's 8 by 10, $45. It's daisies.
Daisies. And I'll tell you, Eugene is a master at this process. This process, it's very hard to get middle tones. It's a very contrasty process, so you tend to get deep shadows and white highlights. But he has developed a way to make his negatives such so he can bring in all these middle tones. And this is just, it's a gorgeous print. You know, I can actually open it up. I hope you wouldn't mind. But here you can see his brush strokes. So he chooses to overmat them to make a more perfect kind of presentation. But you can see this just evidences the handmade aspect. And of course, it's signed by the artist. But this is a real bargain for a handmade print like this is extraordinary. We do have some larger prints of his in the gallery also. And some of them are desert scenes, some of them are figurative and different things like that. But for today, I chose the botanicals. So this is number 51, and this is a blue agave. And again, you know, just look at these tones. I mean, they're just exquisite.
It almost looks like he was painting with black and white instead of the process of with the sun and the I mean, and these blues I just think are just so gorgeous. They're just as rich as you can get. And again, for those of you that weren't here earlier, this is actually a 19th century process, one of the first photographic processes invented. And in fact, in the 19th century, there was a wonderful photographer and scientist named Anna
oh my gosh, Atwood, I believe. Oh gosh, I've been forgetting names today, but I'm pretty sure it's Anna Atwood. If you look her up, she did this gorgeous book, one of the first photographic books ever of algae from the British Isles, and she laid the algae on it, and it's just gorgeous. And you can look it up. There's some YouTube videos showing it, but this process has been around since then, so it's really kind of a neat part of history too, of photo history, I think. So.
Absolutely, because you've got it's an old school style that's not necessarily being done by a lot of people today. So
exactly, and again, they're one of a kind. We don't have multiples of these. These are the only prints, and this is a real steal. His work is just beautiful. And Eugene, I want to do a shout out to Eugene. He is an emergency room nurse, so I want to thank him for his service during this time period, and maybe he'll see this, but he is an amazing person. I don't think the man ever sleeps because he makes so much photographic work, and he's just this prolific artist, and then of course also works in the healthcare industry. So.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you, Eugene, for that. It's been a tough time a lot lately, especially. So.
Oh, I'll tell you, yeah, we all need to be grateful. So, and then, so we have a third image of Eugene's. This is number 52, and the same process. So this is a close-up of a flower. And just, I just think the work is so beautiful. And the prices, these are $45. It's a steal for an original piece of artwork. It's ready to go in a frame. They're matted. They're
all 8x10s as well.
Yeah, the outside matte size is the 8x10. So yeah, just beautiful stuff. And if his work intrigues you, come on down to the gallery. We have more images by him, and they're all priced incredibly reasonably. He is just so humble and isn't really interested in making a lot of money on his work. He likes people to enjoy it. He wants the work to get out into the public, so he prices his work accordingly. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you. So again, we had, this is 51, the blue agave.
This is 50.
50, the daisies. And then the floral design at 52. So if you're wanting one of those, make sure you're putting that into the comment field. And then our trackers will make sure to help you get to the right place to get the information so that Karen can reach out to you to get them picked up or shipped or.
Yep, that's right. So, okay, I'll just stack these. Great.
Okay.
Oopsie. Okay, and now, just mine. I know. Okay. All right. Okay.
So Karen, it looks like we got some of your work up next.
Yes, this is our bonus items or whatever. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this work. We'll put 53 and 54 up there. And I'm going to take these out of the plastic in just a minute because I'm sure it's getting pretty bad glare. Yeah, maybe I'll do that first so you can see them. These images, this is let's see here. Oh, this one's open. These are original, what we call Polaroid Transfers. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what they are. They're on Arches watercolor paper. And this is some older work of mine because they don't make Polaroid film anymore. They do make some other instant films, some other companies like the Impossible Project. But this was when they actually sold the original Polaroid film. And this is a process that I actually started doing when my son was born, because when you have an infant, it's hard to get big chunks of time to get into the studio or the darkroom and make any work. So this was a strategy that I used. And so the way that this works is I photographed with a 35mm camera, and these were done before digital. So these are, I think they would have been the 1990s. And I photographed with a digital camera using colored slide film. So you would get the little transparencies. Young people watching this won't know what the heck I'm talking about, but some of us might. So I would photograph, these are all images taken in Mexico, and I would photograph on the streets and then get the film processed, and then I would have a little slide. And so I would then use this little machine, which is a Vivitar instant slide machine. The slide would slide right into that slot. You would turn it on, and there's a light source inside. On top here is where there's a pack of Polaroid film. These are the little tabs. I actually still have film in here. So basically you put your slide in there, you focus, you hit the button, the light source projects the image up onto the Polaroid film, and then you pull it out like you would normally do the instant films. But what I do different at that point is I don't let it fully develop. I pull it early, so you pull it apart, and I throw away the actual print, but I use the side that has the dies on it, and you take that and you lay it down onto the paper, and then you cover it with a towel and you rub it. You transfer the image. So the dies of the Polaroid are transferred onto the drawing paper, and this is the chemical goo, and this is the edge of the Polaroid. So that's how you know this is actually was made from a real Polaroid. I mean, this is the footprint, you might say, of the kind of film. And I tell you, this film was so beautiful. The tonal range it has, it mutes the colors, it changes them a little bit. You know, I'm not really interested in photographing and duplicating reality. I want to alter it. I want to, like Carmen mentioned, I want to make it my own and you know, an impression. It's my impression of what the streets of Mexico were like at that time. Whoops. So, so that's how all of these were made. So we can set this guy down here. So this one I'm holding is number 53.
And they're all $45 each.
Yeah, which again is, and this is an original. There's no copies of this, of course. It's an original piece of work. So this is 53, which is also titled, I think, Mural in Bougainvillea.
Yep, Mexico mural with Bougainvillea.
Yes.
And then 54 here is, I'm afraid I'm going to say it wrong, nopales?
Nopales. Yeah,
Nopales.
prickly pear fruit. And these were taken in the market, so they've been, the needles have been cut off. So that's why they're kind of speckled like that. And then this one is number 55. And this is Nicho with Madonna in it. You know, again, I think that I love the softness of them. And I've discounted these because they are older. And at some point, artists have to make the decision whether you're just going to hold on to your older work and let it sit in a box, or maybe you'd like it to put it out into the world at a better price and, you know, have somebody enjoy it. So that's what I have decided to do with these. So this is number 55, again, Madonna and Nicho.
Item number 56 is the Chile photograph. Again, these are just really unique the way that you've done them. You know, it's just not, you know, when we think of art, a lot of times we think of, well, you painted.
Right.
And, you know, you've shown us your artwork, Carmen's artwork, and a lot of other great artwork that's just, it's different, it's unique.
Yeah, and I'm really drawn to having artists in my gallery that are one of a kind artists. They're very unique, and I feature artists from Silver City and Tucson, so definitely from this region, and I like the diversity that we have in this gallery too, and you've seen some of that today. A lot of different types of work, and yeah,
absolutely.
I value that. So yeah, so these are the chili peppers, which is, you know, a close-up of a bunch of chilies, as you can see. Very appropriate to New Mexico, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Even though it was taken in Old Mexico, not New Mexico. And again, these are priced at $45, is that right? Yeah, so each of these are $45. This is number 57, and this is a papaya, right?
A mango.
A mango, oops, sorry. Yeah, there's two different kinds of mangoes, but so this is a mango on a colorful oilskin tablecloth, and then this is the papaya with the seeds in it. So, you know, I like photographing vegetables and fruits because they're just so beautiful, and these would actually be a really nice combo, you know, getting two of these and matting them even in one frame or whatever. They would show well together, I think. So, yeah, so again, they're Polaroid transfers, one of a kind, unique images. Let's see, do we have one more? Or no, that's it. Is that
yeah,
it?
that was the last one was the 58.
50, oh, this is 58, that's right, yes.
Papaya, and then 57, the mango.
Right, so we can go through those once more. Should we do that?
Yeah, because they're so unique. We want to make sure to give everyone an opportunity.
Yeah.
Try to do it in order.
Let's see, so.
You have 53 there?
Here's 53. Yeah. 53 is the Bougainvillea and mural. And then you have 54.
The prickly pear.
Nopales, yeah. And this is 55, which is the Madonna and Nicho.
And then 56, which is the chilies.
Okay, and this is 57, the mango, and
58, the papaya.
papaya. So there you have it. So yeah.
This is a lot of different unique things that are in the store. I mean, it's really only a small fraction of what you're going to find when you come into the store. So, you know, definitely buy online today, but when you come to pick up your item, plan to spend a little bit of time in here to look around, especially if there's a certain style that you like. You'll find, you know, different varieties.
Right, by the different artists. And these, you haven't seen all the artists in the gallery. Well, there's additional artists that we haven't featured yet today. So we have their work. And I also have, if you don't mind me plugging the exhibit I have up, okay? So I have an exhibit called Facing Forward, which is a juried exhibit of handmade, hand-pulled prints, like etchings and lithos, and handmade photographs by women of color. So this was a juried exhibition by a juror out of Seattle. Oh gosh, I'm probably not going to get her name right. Oh gosh, I can't remember her name. I apologize. But she did a great job at jurying it. We have 24 different artists that have work in the show, and it's, you know, a lot of the work is kind of challenging, a little bit of a political edge to it, very unique. And this work will only be up through January 2nd. So there's just 2 more weeks to see it. And there's some great prices on those works, but even more so, I think it's just important to see the work. So if you have time to come in and experience this exhibit, that would be really great. And then we also have another one show up called New Perspectives. And this is new work by myself and by Carmen and Mimi Peterson, the painter, and then also by Claudia Porcelli. She has some fashion elements in there. She has these great shoes and a jacket. And so that exhibit will also be up till January 2nd. So,
oh, excellent. So definitely hurry on down to see the exhibits. And then, you know, of course, come down and see all the artists that are featured here today.
Right. And we will have the items that don't sell today or through the cash mob will still be available for the next 2 weeks. So we're going to have them out on a table, so it'll be very easy to locate them. And yeah, so.
That's great. That's great. Because, you know, maybe somebody's like, I'm not really sure if I wanted it or not, as long as somebody else didn't get it first.
Right. You could come down and see it in person if you live, obviously, in Silver City. Yeah, that's a great option. So, and I know some people would rather see things in person and, you know, touch them or really see how they feel. And I understand that. So, yeah, we would welcome you to come down. And on that note, I'll put this up again. So we have modified hours the next 2 weeks. We're open tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 4. And then next Tuesday and Wednesday, the 22nd and 23rd, will be open 11 to 4 also. We will be closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then open again on the 26th, 11 to 4. And then our final work week of the year will be the next Thursday, the 31st, 11 to 4, closed New Year's Day, and then open January 2nd, 11 to 4. And then after that point, we will be closed in January, open only by appointment. So I'm very happy to open up the gallery, but you'll need to call me or email me. Or we have a doorbell also. And if you ring the doorbell and I happen to be in the studio, I'd be happy to show you around too. So yeah, but we won't be holding regular hours during the month of January, past the 2nd. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Karen, for showing us your artwork today. And Carmen, we appreciate you also showcasing and hostessing with me on you know, this great gallery. This is Cash Mob has been brought to you by the Silver City Main Street Project. You know, our goal is to bring help with the economic development of our downtown Silver City. Again, it's so important to be shopping local right now. So. You know, we appreciate everybody that's doing so. I'd also like to again give a shout out to Michael. He's just done an amazing job with all of these lights and the camera work and the
great job. Great job.
We couldn't have done it without him. I've seen some others and done with the phone, and it's very difficult to hear. It's a little you know, little. It was just. It's just. This is an amazing professional setup. This we couldn't have done it without you.
Definitely. And could I say one more thing?
Absolutely.
Always plugging my place, but I did want to let people in Grant County know that I have a call out for work for an exhibit that will go up in mid-February. So I'm looking for photographic imagery by anybody living in Grant County. And if you go to my website, lightartspace.com, the call is on there. And everybody who submits will have at least one piece exhibited. And the theme is Earth and Sky. So that can be interpreted really loosely. Any kind of photography, digital prints on regular inkjet prints or on metal or on canvas or handmade prints like I've been showing you. Anything that has any kind of photographic element. It could be printmaking and photography, all of that. So I really would like to do a shout out to the Grant County photographic artists, and I hope you'll participate in the exhibits.
Absolutely. That
Yeah,
sounds like it would be a lot of fun.
Look forward to that.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to see what people are doing in the area.
Our
Absolutely.
local artists, yeah. So, yeah.
And if you wanted to know more about the Silver City Main Street, www.silvercitymainstreet.com. You'll find out about some of our ugly face mask contests that are going on. The merchant window contest is on right now. Vote online for your favorite merchant window that ends on Friday the 18th. At this point in time, this is our last cash mob, so we appreciate everybody coming out and watching these episodes, and we'll let you know if we do some more. Thank you so much,
That's
Karen,
great. Well,
for
thank you.
participating.
I
and
appreciate the
Carmen.
opportunity. Thank you, Main
Thanks,
Street. And
Brenda.
a shout out that Main Street is just fantastic. You guys do such a great job, and we're so lucky to have you. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brenda. Thanks, Charmaine.
Yes. And Sally.
And Sally.
Well, that's it for us tonight. We look forward to seeing you again, and happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Since 1985, Silver City Main Street has been fostering economic development in our community. Based in the New Mexico Economic Development Department, the New Mexico Main Street program works with local Main Street organizations and municipalities to establish and enhance downtown revitalization programs. Using the Main Street four-point approach of organization, promotion, design, and economic vitality developed by the Trust for Historic Preservation, the New Mexico Main Street program offers technical assistance and professional services aimed at helping communities take a comprehensive approach to downtown revitalization. The organization point establishes and maintains a nonprofit corporation that works in partnership with the public and private sector to plan and implement a comprehensive downtown revitalization strategy. We work closely with the town of Silver City to implement plans for the district. Promotions positions the Main Street District as the center of the community and the hub of economic activity. We promote our downtown merchants with the American Express Shop Small promotion, Lighted Christmas Parade, Love Local promotions, WNMU student discounts, Taste of Downtown fundraiser with downtown restaurants, and the Urban Challenge Fun Run. Design supports a community's transformation by enhancing the physical elements of downtown while capitalizing on the unique historic assets that set the commercial district apart. Silver City Main Street manages the local Adopt a Median program, the Downtown Planter Project, numerous streetscape beautifications, stories from our streets downtown walking tour, and ongoing improvements to the Big Ditch Park and wayfinding signage. Economic vitality is leveraging historic assets, harnessing economic assets, and creating a supportive business environment in downtown. We achieve this through the award-winning Main Street Gift Certificate Program, the Historic Downtown Guide, a map that lists all of the downtown businesses, merchant mingles, an annual vacancy survey of commercial properties and business visits. Main Street is a successful and active player in the economic vitality of our community. Downtown Silver City currently has more than 145 businesses, bringing needed tax revenue to our town. Silver City Main Street is one of the oldest and most successful programs in the state, winning the 2011 Great American Main Street Award, given to only 3 programs each year. Since 1985, Silver City Main Street has completed numerous projects to improve the economic vitality of downtown Silver City. Some of these projects include new sidewalks in the districts, Big Ditch Park improvements, Big Ditch Park interpretive signage, downtown streetlights, The Silco Theater restoration, facade improvements throughout 35 years, median and streetscape improvements, Palace Hotel restoration, visitor center, bridge over the Big Ditch Park, downtown Gateway Arch, benches and trash receptacles throughout downtown, arts and culture designation, and the Main Street Plaza. Our mission: to encourage a vibrant and historic downtown Silver City, which is recognized as the heart of our diverse community. Please visit our website, silvercitymainstreet.com, to learn more. And be sure to stop by for a personal tour the next time you are in Silver City.